Happy Sunday. Just wanted to give a little information out today. Not much going on. Went out boating yesterday. Just still trying to rest up from all of my little ailments and injuries that I got going on right now. Gonna do my best to lift tomorrow. I don't know if that's gonna work out, but we will try our best. Really been considering getting back into the strides again, just because I want to be able to hike this summer and do some pretty steep stuff. So I need to start working my top end cardio, because my heart rate's not playing around 170. Some of these hikes that I'm looking at, they'll probably burn me out. So, and that's not what I want to be. I want to be able to hike and then still go back and do my workouts and everything like that afterwards during the summer, or the next day or whatever, or even hike the day that I lift on, like my legs. Get up in the morning, lift on the legs, and then go do the hike. But you know, have the cardio to get through those hikes. So what I want to talk quickly about today is, if you are at a high fat percentage and you're an endomorph, I think it is more wise for you to focus all your attention on cutting. Now, you can do that while lifting, but you will most likely put on weight, especially if you are not controlling your deficit well. Especially if within that deficit you are still eating high carbs, you may put on muscle, and that may not be what you want. Maybe you're 300 pounds and you're 25%. You know, it's arguable, but I will recommend that you just focus on doing cardio. Now, you know, I would say you want to focus on the things that are going to keep you in the game, which is maybe walking a couple days and then doing strides. You know, take a day off after your strides and then repeat that method. You know, 2-3 days on, 1 day off. Make your last day before your rest day strides. You know, and I did this back in 2012, 2013. What I did is I ran strides and I rolled my board, and then I will rest. So 2 days on, 1 day off. 2 days on, 1 day off. And I lost a ton of weight sticking with that. Now, I wasn't lifting and my muscles got flat, and I ended up not having the body that I wanted when I was done. But for people that are massively overweight, you need to get your health back, and it's more important than building muscle. Sorry. You know, we all want a lean physique, but at the end of the day, your health is more important than a lean physique. Get the fat off. Focus all your attention on staying in that deficit, keeping your carbs where they need to be for an endomorph, and doing cardio as many times a week as possible. Like I said, I would say that method of 2 days of walking, 60 plus minutes, if you can, and then 1 day of 30-minute, HIIT cardio. You don't have to start out like crazy. You can do strides up and down the field. You can run laps. You can look up on the internet all kinds of high intensity interval training that you could do on the track or the grass field at your local school. And like I said, you don't even have to go crazy in the beginning. You can do you could just start out doing like 10 strides a day. Start somewhere. 10 strides a day with 1 minute rest in between each one if you're totally out of shape. 45 seconds rest, 30 seconds rest. You got to play with it and see where your body's at. See what kind of heart rate you can get your body up to and recover from in a short period of time. But as I said, before, I don't really think that someone that has a high fat percentage should be focusing 100% on the weights. I think that you need to focus on getting that body fat down, 10 to 12%. If you're not down in the 10 to 12% area or range, then maybe it's not time for you to be focused on trying to gain strength and get bigger. Maybe you need to be focusing all your attention on getting lean and maintain or getting a lower fat. I'm not gonna say you're lean, because if you're not muscular, you're not gonna be lean, but getting that fat percentage down, you know, get that fat percentage down. Look at where you're at once that fat percentage is down in like that 10-12% range, and then maybe you want to bulk to like 15%, and then you lean down, you know, and then, you know, bulk again. You know, that's how we start the process of building that muscle, building that foundation up. But let's not start building that foundation at 20+%, because all that's going to do is put more fat on us, keep us at a heavier weight, and that's not what we want as an endomorph. At an endomorph, we want really, really low fat, because it's going to make our energy expenditure that much more efficient. And, you know, in all reality, unless we're athletes, we really don't want a high weight. You know, we endomorphs want to be height weight proportionate. And I know some of those numbers are pretty extreme, but in all reality, as an endomorph, if you want to have control of your weight and your health, you need to be at those height weight proportionate standards. And for someone my height weight, it's like 160 or something like that, 155, 160. So yeah, that's just what it is. Happy Sunday.